Welcome back to TTS Daily. Today we have a lot to uncover. Let's get started. We've mentioned a few days ago about the social media ban in Australia, the probable social media ban for children under 16. It has now been confirmed and passed. The law will take in effect in a year after social media sites will try to implement tools for age verifications to prevent children from logging in to their social media sites. The social media sites that are affected by this law includes but not limited to YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, and probably 10 to hundreds more social media sites that I do not know of. The main issue facing these social media platforms is they are reasoning that they do not possess adequate age verification tools to prevent children under 16 to access their sites, and if they fail to do so, they are liable for all fine. Maybe that's why we have this 1 year testing period to implement tools, and then the ban will officially start in a year. There's many implications to this. I imagine that would mean a lot of advertisers catering to children would see little need to even advertise at social media platforms in Australia. And content creators creating children content in Australia might also take a hit from this. We now go to Malaysia JB, where lady boss Masha just opened her restaurant 3 months ago at July 2024. Her restaurant is called Restaurant Salai Star. For the first 2 months, business was doing fine and well. At the third month, business dipped considerably and she was wondering what is happening. So one day while she was near her restaurant, at the vicinity of her restaurant outside feeding stray dogs, she was approached by the public. 2 members of the public asked her, "What are you doing? Are you Malay? Are you Muslim? Why are you feeding these stray dogs? Don't you know dogs are haram? Haram means forbidden in Islam." So Masha tried to explain herself, but they were very aggressive and they say, "We are going to take videos and pictures of you and we're going to tell people what you're doing." So Masha has clarified and come out and explained in a TikTok video which has now since gone viral. She has explained that she and her son, first of all, never touched these dogs and they have never hugged these dogs. They only feed the stray dogs because she believes dogs are also God's creation, and showing compassion to dogs means showing compassion to all. Not surprisingly, her video went so viral and she garnered so much support, her business picked up quickly. She is thankful for the support from netizens and their understanding, and even netizens are now garnering support for her, telling others to understand Masha's point of view. I truly believe this is a case of kindness begets kindness. Masha also explains the food that she's feeding the stray dogs are left over from her restaurant and she doesn't believe in wasting food, and showing compassion to this animal is a good way. We now go to Indonesia, Kalimantan, where this video is trending really viral. It is a literal cloud, as you can see from the video right now, falling from the sky to the ground. Yes, a literal cloud falling from the sky slowly all the way to the ground, and all the miners gather around the cloud, even touching the cloud, even taking selfies with it. Of course, like many of you, my first thought is this is definitely AI, right? This is definitely AI image, AI video editing, and I had to take a second look and even did a little bit of homework online, and I realized this is a possible condensation of water vapors caused by the mining activities in the area. So I even asked AI about it, which AI agreed, and if this were to happen to you, if you were to see a cloud landing in front of you, that is not the Monkey King riding his cloud, okay? That is not Black Myth Wukong or Sun Wukong from Dragon Ball Z riding down. I would suggest you do not take selfies with the cloud or touch it, because that is a byproduct of industrial activities in the area, and that body of cloud or slash foam or water vapor might contain harmful chemicals. Okay, we're back in Singapore and we're going to talk about this really interesting case of a car thief. Not a car theft, but a thief stealing from cars. And not stealing from cars by unlocking their cars, but actually by stealing from unlocked cars. Yes, there is this thief that has been just sentenced to 26 months jail. We have 3 incidents of him stealing from cars that are unlocked at Suntec City car park. Yes, surprisingly, I was under the impression that at this day and age, most cars has an auto lock function where if the vehicle detects the key is not in the car should auto lock within 5 to 10 minutes, but apparently this isn't so. So his first victim was actually a parked Porsche fancy European car at a basement 1 car park, and in that Porsche he managed to retrieve about $1,000 in cash, but the big prize was this Piguet watch worth $30,000. So that was the first unlocked car he found at Suntec City. And I also have to take note, Singapore is a really tolerant country. The driver, despite knowing his items were missing, only lodged the police reports 3 days later. I mean, Singapore is really such a prosperous society that to most people, if you find something missing, I believe you would lodge a police report immediately and not 3 days later. Alright, shout out to the Porsche car owner. Anyway, his next victim is also another unlocked Porsche. So you notice there's a recurring theme right now. Okay, so anyway, this second car, he managed to find another unlocked Porsche at the same car park on a different day, and now there are valuables inside there too. He found a Rolex worth $14,000 which he stole, and that Rolex was just conveniently left in the cup holder. Wow. So the owner of the second car noticed his items were missing but thought maybe I misplaced them, so I'm just gonna go back and spend a few days looking for it at home, and he couldn't find it at home, so finally he made a police report about a week later. Yep. Alright, now back to his third victim. His third victim is at the same car park, Suntec City. The make of the car wasn't mentioned, but he did mention that this car was unlocked. The key thing to note here is all these cars are unlocked. I have no ideas that there are so many cars left unlocked in car parks. So the third unlocked car had a Cartier bag with $19,000 in cash and another $6,000 in cash at the front center compartment. I'm literally shocked how prosperous as a society we are in Singapore that cars are just left unlocked with valuables in them, cash and luxury watches. Wow. Once again, low crime doesn't mean no crime. Please abide by that. Last story of the day, we're gonna talk about Mrs. Tong Ming Yen. She was a Singaporean with a South Korean husband. They worked in South Korea and they were planning to move back to Singapore with their children when she went for a health screening, which included a gastroscopy. Sadly, she suffered a cardiac arrest during the gastroscopy and they had to do emergency CPR and she was resuscitated after 20 minutes, but it was too late. It has caused her severe brain damage and since been left in a vegetative state. This is a really sad story because, as you all know, health screening is part and parcels of our life, and doing a gastroscopy along with a colonoscopy is usually advised after you reach certain age thresholds. No one would expect something of such severe consequences would have happened from a gastroscopies, and even the timing of this incident happening and their Miss Tong's plan to return to Singapore, it's just put a dent into all their future plans. Her husband now is suing the hospital for negligence and they are struggling to cover Miss Tong's hospitalization fee. After 3 months, Miss Tong has moved out of the ICU to a nursing hospital. Her condition has not improved in the past 4 months. She needs help breathing using a mechanical ventilator. As you can see from the videos, it's really upsetting and hurtful seeing her struggle so much. She has seek help. Her family and her has seek help from the embassy in South Korea. The district courts have sent out requests to the hospital which they have turned down. The court case is still ongoing, the suit is still ongoing, and we will update if we have further news. And our best wishes are with Miss Tong, hoping that she would have a speedy recovery soon.